I'm going to be honest, being a Canucks fan is crazy. For decades, it's been nothing but pain. We all remember 2011. We were this close to winning the Stanley Cup, and then it was gone. Game 7, total heartbreak. That created a whole generation of fans who have only known suffering. Since then, we've seen little bits of hope, but they always led to absolutely nothing. Alright, let's be honest. Being a Canucks fan has been a total roller coaster of hope and heartbreak for decades. We all carry the scar of 2011. That Game 7 loss, the quiet on the streets, that feeling of being so close you could taste it, to have it ripped away. It's a pain that has shaped a whole generation of this fan base. We've seen glimmers of hope since then, sure, but they were usually followed by years of just wandering the hockey desert, trying to find a path forward. But what if I told you this time feels different? I mean, genuinely different. This isn't just another decent team hoping for a lucky bounce. I believe that Patrick Allvin and his crew have finally laid the groundwork for something real, something that lasts. This isn't just building a playoff team. It's about creating the team that will finally bring the Stanley Cup home to Vancouver. The most critical pieces are in place. The foundation is ready. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why this team is no longer a pretender. The foundation of stability. For so long, the story around the Canucks was all about question marks. Key guys heading to free agency, coaches coming and going, and no real long-term plan you believe in. That era has to end now. This summer is the moment the franchise needs to plant its flag and secure its future. It has to start with Brock Boeser. After a massive 40-goal season in 2023-24, the guy's proved he's a premier goal scorer. Letting elite talent like that walk away in free agency is not an option. Getting Boeser signed to a long-term deal isn't just a good idea. It's the first domino that has to fall. It's the move that signals to everyone that management is serious about winning. And you can't stop there. You look at Thatcher Demko, the absolute rock of this team and a Vezina finalist. He needs a deal that keeps him in a Canucks uniform through his prime years. Then there's Connor Garland, a guy who plays with a relentless motor every single night. Securing him is just as crucial for the middle of our lineup. These aren't just contracts, they're commitments. They would solidify a new core five. Demko, Boeser, Garland, Captain Quinn Hughes, and Elias Peterson all locked in, giving this team a real window to contend that's built on stability, not constant speculation. The elite pillars. You can't win a championship without elite, game-changing talent, and the Canucks have it at the three most important positions, on the blue line, in the net, and right down the middle. Let's start with the captain, Quinn Hughes. The guy is, no debate, one of the best defensemen in the world. He's not just some offensive wizard who controls the pace of the game anymore. He's become a true two-way force. When he's paired with Philip Hronek, who himself needs to be a long-term fixture, they form one of the most dangerous top pairings in the league. Hughes' skating is just on another level. His hockey IQ is off the charts, and his leadership is the clear heartbeat of this team. He's the engine, and at only 26, he's just getting started. Then you've got Elias Peterson. Look, after a tough 2024-25 season, it's easy to forget who we're talking about here. This is a player who has been just shy of 100 points multiple times and possesses a skill set that very few players on earth can match. With a stable group of line mates and a clear direction, Peterson is set for a monster bounce back. A motivated Petey is a top 10 player in the NHL, the kind of franchise center who can carry a team through a playoff run. And finally, the last line of defense, Thatcher Demko. When Demko is healthy, he's a Vezina caliber goalie. It's that simple. We saw in 2023-24 what he can do, posting a .918 save percentage and essentially putting the team on his back. While last season was derailed by injury, it only highlighted how critical he is. A healthy Demko doesn't just give you a chance to win, he gives you the kind of goaltender that could steal a playoff series, even against a team that looks better on paper. You don't win a Stanley Cup without a guy like that, and the Canucks have him. Depth, grit, and a winning mentality. But championships are won in the trenches, not just by the stars. They're won by your third and fourth lines, by a roster that can beat you with skill one night and grind you down the next. This is where building depth becomes so essential. Finding a way to add a player with the profile of an Evander Kane, a guy with proven scoring ability and a nasty physical edge, is the kind of move that makes you a nightmare to play against in the playoffs. He's built for that gritty, 7-game series style of hockey. The blue line needs that same kind of fortification. Adding another mobile, puck-moving defenseman, someone in the mold of a Pierre-Olivier Joseph, would give the Canucks the depth they need to roll 3 solid pairings. That's how you win in the postseason. You can't just rely on Hughes and Hronek to play 30 minutes a night and hope for the best. But maybe the most exciting part is the talent pushing from below. The pipeline at Abbotsford is creating players who are ready to contribute. Goalie Artur Shilovs has already proven he can handle the big moments. Forward Linus Karlsson has shown he can score at the pro level. These individuals, along with others from the farm, come from a culture of success. They are hungry, they're pushing the veterans for roster spots, and that internal competition is exactly what forges a deep, resilient team, the kind of team we haven't seen in Vancouver in over a decade. The coach and the system. When this team was at its best, it was because they had a clear identity under a coach who demanded accountability. After a step back in 2024-25, the path forward is clear, recommitting to the structure that Rick Tocchet brought to this team. Tocchet, a former Jack Adams Award winner, built his reputation on getting his players to buy into a hard-nosed, disciplined, 200-foot game. That's the identity of this team. His system is designed for playoff success, but it only works when every single player, from the first line to the fourth line, is fully invested. The challenge now is to restore that unwavering consistency, especially on home ice. Rogers Arena needs to be a fortress again, a place where the opposition knows they're in for a long night. This isn't about finding a new voice. It's about the players fully embracing the demanding one they already have. Tocchet's system, when appropriately executed, makes the Canucks a tough, structured team that's incredibly difficult to play against. His leadership and the team's willingness to recommit to that defensive structure are the critical X factor that can turn this roster's incredible potential into a championship reality. Patrick Alvin and his team have the blueprint in front of them. The core talent is here, and the path to building a true contender is visible. But I want to know what you think. What's the biggest priority for you? Is it locking down Besser and Demko, adding that one gritty top six forward? Or do you think they have all the necessary pieces right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you believe this is the group that can finally do it, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss a single step of the journey. For the first time in what feels like forever, the Vancouver Canucks are not a team of what-ifs, they are a team of what's next. What's next is a team led by an elite, Norris-caliber captain in Quinn Hughes. What's next is a team with a franchise center in Elias Peterson and a pure goal scorer in Brock Besser. And what's next is a team with a Vezina-caliber goalie in Thatcher Demko. They are skilled, they are getting deeper, they have the grit, and for the first time in years, they have a chance at absolute stability. The road to the Stanley Cup is one of the toughest in all of sports. However, this roster is being built specifically to address that exact challenge. They have the high-end talent to outskill teams, the goaltending to steal a series, and the emerging depth to handle the grind. The ghosts of 2011 will always be part of this city's story, but they don't have to be the final chapter. This team isn't just hoping to win anymore. They're being built to win. This roster will bring the Stanley Cup to Vancouver. The wait is almost over. Hey, hockey fans, you can also follow my blog at https://tedtalkshockey.com, and remember to keep your stick on the ice. Thanks for watching.